Hello everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a scrapbook layout continuing my Rocky Mountain National Park Grand Lake adventure using weekend adventures, papers, and stickers. So I know this is a little confusing bouncing between my Alaska trip and my Rocky Mountain National Park trip, so I will make playlists for both collections of videos, and then you can watch them consecutively. So look for that, and then I'll do a complete layout share once I'm finished with everything. So continuing my Grand Lake adventure, this is we're still in Summerland area on our way up to Cascade Falls, and I have quite a few 4x6 pictures. I printed these pictures not too long after we got back from this vacation, and so they're printed in 4x6 rather than using my Epson and customizing sizes. So I really want to use these 4x6 pictures that I've already printed. So I'm going to do kind of a collage style on the left page, and then I'll stack them on the right. So I've got this paper that's it is very vanilla and it has tiny little acorns on it. It's really cute. So I want that to be the base for my photos on the left page. So I'm cutting that at 10.5 inches, and that will sit in the center with the green just on the left and right sides. And then I have another strip of this acorn paper, and that will sit on the right page. So I went to my Cricut, and this cardstock is the dark side of Mossy Meadow, and I cut some scallop border strips. So I just plugged in scallop border into Cricut Access, and I came up with this, and I cut it, I believe, at 11.5 inches. And I cut 4, but I'm only going to use 3, and I'll use that 4th one on an upcoming layout. Okay, so I just want a little pop to border this acorn paper between that and the green tree background. So we'll go ahead and bring our pictures in again and make sure everything fits. And like I said, it's not really a collage. It's a collage style, but they're not overlapping each other. So yeah, I really wanted to figure out a way to make all these fit with these scenery pictures and my husband and I along our hike. It was a beautiful day. And it was a really good hike. I think it was 7 miles round trip. Good hike. So pretty up there. Okay. Then I will stack these pictures on the right page. Okay. I think I like that. I want to make sure I'm going to have room for everything. So, right, scooch that over just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So then I'm going to bring in another Cricut cut. I cut this in early espresso, and I believe I typed in hiking boot into Cricut Access, and I found that image. That is a sticker, and here's another sticker from the Weekend Adventures sticker sheet. And I think I'm just going to have them stack from top to bottom. I really wanted to use that longer sticker in the middle there, so I'm trying to figure out a way to fit it. Okay, so these are the Scenic Adventure dies and stamp set. I'm just going to use the dies, and I've cut several of these mountain die cuts along with the trees. So this is in pecan pie and old olive, and then the flip side of pecan pie for that smaller mountain cap, and more trees. So we'll create kind of a little scene above the pictures in that area. And off camera, I'll get everything glued down. Okay, so these are nested essentials, and I'm going to use the largest circle to cut a circle in mossy meadow, and that will be the base for my circle sticker. So these nested essentials dies, they're awesome. They you have lots to choose from, and when you run them through your machine, they also emboss stitching around the edges just for a little added texture and interest. And I use them all the time. Well worth the investment. Okay, so just checking to make sure everything's good, and yeah, all of these are going to sit right around there. Not positive where I want that circle to sit, and eventually I go back to my original decision. Usually I find that the first thing I decide to do when I lay things out is the right choice. So yeah, we'll just let it live there for a minute. And then off camera, I cut another mountain scene, and we'll get this glued down. So it may look like I'm using a lot of glue here, but it's really fine needle tip on that precision glue press. And of course, I'll put links to all the supplies that I'm using for this layout in the description below. So I'm going to add that little mountain scene at the base there. And I'll create a similar one to the one that's on the left page with the same colors of cardstock, pecan pie, and the light and dark side, and old olive. So we'll create our sort of visual triangle to lead your eye around the page. So go ahead and add these trees, but first it's too long, so I need to trim it down. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and then we'll trim it and get it glued down. Okay. And that can go there. We'll scooch a little bit of it under the photo and place it there. And then we can start adding our stickers and the boot. So we'll glue that down. And then the acorn paper can show through the openings on that die cut. So we'll just create, it's not really a cluster, but like a border more like along the right side next to those pictures. Nothing too crazy because I don't want to take attention away from the photos. But we'll just have everything cascading down. Okay. And then I'll go back to my sticker sheet, and this is a banner sticker, but it's way too long. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of eyeball it here, and we'll trim it down. Don't be afraid to cut your stickers and customize them to what you need. I'll put the rest of that sticker back on the carrier sheet so I can use it on a different project. And this part can go right there. Okay. And then another banner sticker is going to go on the left page, and I'll do a little bit of journaling on that. So that's ready to get attached. And then I'll add another sticker. Okay, so these stickers are from the National Parks collection from Echo Park. Just have a tiny strip sticker I'm going to add. And then I'll grab another banner sticker from Weekend Adventures. And we'll just layer them up right there. Just to kind of fill in that white space. A little fussy, got to make sure it's straight, and then we'll get it all layered in. Okay. I'm working in real time here. I didn't speed up the video, so. Okay, and then I'm going to add a boot, and then off camera, you'll see at the photo at the end, I found another boot from another sticker sheet that I added. So there's two. And then these are textured dots. And I'm going to scatter a whole bunch of those around. So all of these supplies are still available. I know we're currently into our September catalog, and I just checked, and everything that I used is still available. And of course, I'll have links for everything in the description below. So you can still find all of these supplies for your outdoor layouts, hiking and camping adventures, and yeah, this collection I've really gotten a lot of use out of for my hiking pictures and Rocky Mountain National Park pictures. So check out the playlist, and look forward to more layouts to come, continuing our Rocky Mountain National Park adventure on the Grand Lakes side. So we'll pull this closer to the camera. So pretty. Lots of scenery pictures, but I do like to mix them in with pictures of us. So I'll have close-up shots and more pictures over on my socials. The URLs for Facebook and Insta accounts are at the bottom of your screen, and I'll put links in the description below. And here's a closer look. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And thanks for watching.